Welcome back to Quizuna.
Can you identify all 30 biblically accurate scenes? Let's put your Bible knowledge to the test. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to Quizuna for more fun and exciting quizzes. Ready? Let's go!
Which scene is biblically accurate in the story of the feeding of the 5,000? The right one is correct because, in the feeding of the 5,000, they only had 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish to feed the crowd. Which scene accurately depicts Moses parting the Red Sea? The left one is correct because Moses is holding a staff. Spot the biblically accurate fiery furnace scene. The image on the left is correct because Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were not alone in the fiery furnace. There were 4 figures seen inside the fire. Which scene accurately depicts the Last Supper? The image on the right is correct because Jesus was with his 12 disciples at the Last Supper. Which scene is biblically accurate about Jesus and the Samaritan woman? The correct image is the one where Jesus speaks with the Samaritan woman at the well. Which scene is biblically accurate about Judas betraying Jesus? The correct image is the one where Judas identifies Jesus with a kiss. Which picture accurately depicts the night in Gethsemane? The correct image is the one where Jesus is praying while his disciples are sleeping. Which scene is biblically accurate about Noah's Ark? The correct image is the one showing Noah sending out a raven to search for land. Which scene is biblically accurate about Jesus' triumphal entry into Jerusalem? The correct image is the one where Jesus enters Jerusalem riding a donkey, not a horse. Which scene is biblically accurate about one of the 10 plagues of Egypt? The correct image is the one showing the Nile River turning into blood. Which scene accurately depicts the prodigal son's lowest moment? The correct image is the one where he is feeding pigs and longing to eat their food. Spot the biblically accurate scene of Jesus' first miracle. The correct image is the one where Jesus turns water into wine at a wedding in Cana. Which scene is biblically accurate about the idol made by the Israelites while Moses was on Mount Sinai? The correct image is the one showing the Israelites worshiping a golden calf. Which scene is biblically accurate about Jesus teaching humility and service to his disciples? The correct image is the one where Jesus washes his disciples' feet. Which scene accurately depicts the moment after Jesus rose from the dead? The correct image is the one where Mary Magdalene is one of the first people to see the risen Jesus Christ after his resurrection. Which scene is biblically accurate about Daniel in the den of wild animals? The correct image is the one where Daniel is surrounded by lions because he was thrown into the lion's den for remaining faithful to God. Which image correctly portrays Jesus healing the paralytic? The correct image is the one where the paralytic is lowered through the roof to be brought to Jesus for healing. Which scene is biblically accurate about the first meeting between Jesus and Nicodemus? The correct image is the one where Nicodemus visits Jesus at night in Jerusalem. Which scene is biblically accurate about Peter denying Jesus? The correct image is the one where Peter denies Jesus 3 times before the rooster crowed. Which scene follows the Bible story of Judas betraying Jesus? The correct scene is the one where Judas accepts 30 pieces of silver from the chief priests to betray Jesus. Which scene is biblically accurate about Jesus raising Lazarus? The correct image is the one where Lazarus comes out of the tomb wrapped in burial cloths after Jesus calls him. Which image correctly portrays Saul's encounter on the road to Damascus? The correct image is the one where Saul is struck by a bright light from heaven and hears Jesus say, "Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me?" Which image is biblically accurate about Joseph's special coat? The correct image is the one where Joseph is wearing a colorful robe given to him by his father Jacob. Which scene is biblically accurate about the 10 Commandments? The correct image is the one where Moses holds 2 stone tablets containing the 10 Commandments. Which picture matches the biblical account of Jericho's collapse? The correct image is the one where the walls of Jericho fall after the Israelites march around the city and blow trumpets. Which image is biblically accurate after Jesus fed the 5,000? The correct image is the one where 12 baskets of leftover food are collected after Jesus fed the 5,000 with 5 loaves and 2 fish. Which scene is biblically accurate about the birth of Moses? The correct image is the one where baby Moses is placed in a basket floating on the Nile River and later found by Pharaoh's daughter. Which picture follows the Bible story of Elijah during the drought? The correct image is the one where ravens bring food to Elijah during the drought, helping him survive through God's provision. Which scene is biblically accurate before Matthew became one of Jesus' disciples? The correct image is the one where Matthew is working as a tax collector before following Jesus. Which scene accurately depicts how the Israelites prepared for the Passover? The correct image is the one where lamb's blood is placed on the doorposts, so the Israelites' homes would be passed over during the final plague. Choose your next challenge, and don't forget to like and subscribe.